Hello everyone, welcome back to Natura Bienestar.
We're talking about something powerful. How just one session of exercise can actually help slow cancer growth and reduce the risk of cancer coming back. The science is getting more and more convincing. Not just that exercise helps prevent cancer, but that it directly changes what our bodies are doing on a cellular level. If you or someone you know is a cancer survivor, or you just want to understand how movement can protect your health, stay with me. Make sure to hit like and subscribe for more health science content, and always check with your doctor before starting any new exercise plan, especially after illness or treatment. Why this matters. Prevention and recurrence. First, some background. Large observational studies have already shown that people who had cancer, especially breast cancer, tend to have better outcomes if they stay physically active. They have lower rates of recurrence and better overall survival. For example, there was a colon cancer study published in the New England Journal of Medicine in June 2025, in which survivors who followed a supervised exercise program, fast-paced walking combined with more intense workouts, were 37% less likely to have their cancer return after 3 years compared to those who did not. So we already had pretty strong evidence from large human study. What is new is what is being discovered about the mechanisms. How exercise may actually directly suppress tumor growth on a cellular, molecular level. In the new study out of Edith Cowan University in Perth, Australia, researchers recruited 32 women who had survived breast cancer. None of the participants were doing regular exercise at the time. Everyone was medically cleared to exercise. The women were divided into 2 workout groups. One did a high-intensity interval training, HIIT, session. Think short bursts of very hard effort running, rowing, or cycling for 30 seconds. Followed by rest periods, repeated several times, with warm-up and cool-down, totaling about 45 minutes. It was meant to feel 7 to 8 out of 10 inches in terms of effort. The other group did resistance weight training, also high intensity, for 45 minutes. Again, effort rated similarly high. They took blood from all participants before exercise, immediately after, and 30 minutes after the workout. Then, in the lab, they added participants' plasma from different time points. 2 human breast cancer cells growing in Petri dishes. They compared what happened with plasma drawn before exercise versus after. What they found. Results. Here's where it gets interesting. The plasma taken after the workouts, especially after the HIIT session, slowed the growth of breast cancer cells in vitro. Many of those cancer cells even died. The plasma from before exercise didn't have that effect. The researchers linked this to higher levels of certain molecules called myokines, which muscles release during intense exercise. Among them was IL-6, a protein involved in immune response and inflammation. The more IL-6 in the blood, the more potent the effect in suppressing or killing cancer cells. HIIT produced higher IL-6 than resistance training. So the takeaway? One intense session already triggers measurable biological changes that can directly affect cancer cell growth. At least in a lab setup. So what can we conclude? And what can't we yet? What we can say. Exercise is not just about feeling better or managing side effects. It appears to send molecular signals that can help suppress cancer cell growth. Higher intensity exercise, such as HIIT, seems especially promising for generating those signals, like IL-6, that have stronger effects in studies so far. Resistance training also helps. More muscle may mean more capacity to produce beneficial What we don't yet know for sure, whether these lab findings translate directly into clinical benefits, i.e. fewer recurrences, longer survival. In all cancer types, the in vitro tests are promising. But human biology is more complex. What the minimal effective dose is, how intense, how often, what combination of exercise types yields the best benefit, how individual factors age, treatment history, type of cancer, baseline fitness, side effects. affect what is safe and effective. For cancer survivors, treatment itself often changes physiology. Practical advice: how survivors and everyone can use this. If you're a cancer survivor or caring for someone who is, or even if you, healthy and just want to reduce risk, here's what the research suggests you might consider. Consult your medical team first. This is essential. After treatment, physical condition varies a lot. Your oncologist or rehabilitation specialist can help tailor what is safe. Include some higher intensity work when cleared. That might be interval training, short bursts of hard exertion plus rest, or challenging strength training. Even one session per week seems to make a difference in studies. Do resistance training. Adding muscle not only helps strength and function, but may boost the release of cancer. Start slow, progress gradually. For many survivors, jumping immediately into HIIT or heavy lifting is unrealistic or risky. Build up. Begin with light to moderate exercise, then increase intensity as find structured programs. Hospitals, community centers, cancer centers often offer exercise oncology programs that guide survivors safely. Consistency matters. While this study shows benefits from a single session, the broader observational evidence points to regular exercise being most protective. Over time, that adds up. Also, remember, light exercise, walking, gentle activity might have benefits too, though likely smaller and maybe different molecular impact. If intense exercise isn't possible, do what you can. Every move helps. In summary, the latest research adds a powerful layer to what we already knew. That exercise is more than just a wellness aid, it sends molecular signals from our muscles, from our blood, that may actually slow cancer cell growth and reduce risk of recurrence. If you're a survivor, absolutely work with your medical team. But this gives strong reason to incorporate not just movement, but meaningful, possibly intense, exercise where safe. And if you're someone trying to prevent cancer or just stay healthy, this is another major reason to move more. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please share it with someone who might benefit. Leave a comment if you want me to cover specific types of cancer or safe exercise plans for survivors. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time with more on the science of health.